You've got everything that you would want as a driver. You are actually a Morning guys, welcome to another Thank Truckers Friday. I'm saying morning, it might not be morning where you are, but it certainly is here. It's 6:30 in the morning. Just driving into Kuda now. We're going to go in and have a look at, we're very fortunate, we've got some new Actros 5s in that we're doing some work for a very good fleet customer on. Putting our new IAM air management system on there, CabStore Lockers, TruckChef Microwave, we're doing a chassis infill, there's a battery guard going in it, a handbrake alarm, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, so I thought what I would do is just try and mix it up a little bit rather than giving you the same old, as much as how lovely our Kuda office is, rather than giving you the same sort of intros inside, I thought I'd clamp the camera to the arm of my truck there on the door and, you know, give you a bit of an intro, sort of mix it up. So if you're interested, a bit of information about where we all are and stuff in the world, just in case you don't know. Kuda is based in the east of England, in Suffolk, and in a little village called Nedgingtai, actually, which is near an airbase called Wattisham Airfield. Now, Wattisham is it's an army base. Even though it's an airfield, it's an army base, and it's one of the largest Apache garrisons in the country. So we're quite fortunate where we get to see a lot of Apaches going up on end and doing all sorts of aerobatics, and you know, it's quite an exciting place to be. We're sort of out in the middle of nowhere, but you know, we like it that way. So yeah, so that's to give you an idea on a map, if you're fairly familiar with the east of England, Ipswich is our closest big town. That's sort of 15 miles, I suppose, to the east of Kuda. I myself, I live in a lovely little town called Framlingham. You may have heard of Framlingham because of the famous or infamous Ed Sheeran from that area. So I'm fortunate I look out over the castle, the castle on the hill, as he sang about. So that's where I'm driving in from now. That's sort of to the northeast of Kuda. And I don't think the exposure probably won't allow you to see, but Suffolk itself is quite a flat county. There's a few rolling hills, but mainly quite flat. A lot of farmland. So the nickname the Tractor Boys comes from for the local football team. So yeah. So anyway, enough boring stuff about that. I'm sure you're here to look at some trucks and that sort of thing. So, like I say, going to drive in now. Once I get there, hopefully be able to show you one of the Actros 5s. We've got a few in, but hopefully be able to show you one without any of our gear on it, just so you can get a feel for like a before and after almost type thing. So yeah, once we get there, we'll do that. I'll show you around the truck. It's got the new mirror cams on, and they're very cool. I love all gadget stuff like that. And once we've done that, we will get it into the workshop. And I think we've got Dale on it today. Dale's one of our more senior fitters, so he'll be working on that vehicle, and then we'll sort of catch up at the end of the day and yeah, show you all the goodies that we've fitted. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be a good one. The weather's good anyway, so you know, we shouldn't get too wet while we're filming, so we'll see. Anyway, we'll catch you in a bit, and yeah, let's crack on with the day. Right, here we are. Now, this is not actually one of the Actroses that Dale's working on today that I was explaining to you. He's already rolling one of those into the workshop. So what I thought I'd do is come and find a similar truck, because we're very fortunate we've got some more Actros 5s here as well. This particular one is a BigSpace cab. It's in this beautiful silver colour, nice metallic, really sets the truck off. It's got the mirror cams up there, as you can see, with the chrome trim on it. They look very smart. There's not a huge amount of cosmetic changes on the front. Certainly no major cab changes we've found. but they are still a really good looking truck, these Mercedes Actros. Certainly one of my favourites. Cab space inside is awesome as well. Again, like I said to you just a little bit earlier, Dale is fitting in some rear lockers, our CabStore lockers, in these fleet ones, which just really takes advantage of that big roof space at the back, and gives the driver some extra storage. So, and we'll also be fitting a chassis infill. We're doing that to the other trucks in there. We'll show you those fitted later. So that just fills in this gap here, just for that bit of extra safety for the driver when he's behind the cab. But yeah, you can see they're a good looking truck, especially this one in the silver. One I'm going to show you later is in an ultramarine blue, which is again a very striking colour. It's rather than all in that colour, the bumpers are in the sort of the grey black colour. But again, it makes it look quite mean if you ask me. So yeah, so there's the Actros 5 BigSpace, this one, and we'll show you a bit later on onto the StreamSpace ones that we've got here. As you can see, we don't just deal with Merc, we've got MAN, we've got a DAF. Actually, this DAF, just quick while we're here, why not? This DAF has got our TreadSafe safety platform fitted to it. So we've got the high-vis decals down the side there. Nice large catwalk, our TreadSafe, specified by quite a few fleets now. So we can walk around, and you might have seen this in the previous video last week or the week before when we did the safety trainer review. This was the vehicle we were using, and yeah, so there you go, you can see there the TreadSafe logo. We do these nice surrounds just to mark the fuel tank positions. Good set of safety instructions there, just to be clear. And the platform's got this chamfered edge on the side as well, if you can see that, but there's an angle there, just aids in the airflow, and again just gives it a nice roll top edge as well, just a bit more safety if someone wants to come off the side of it. They can not got to hopefully slice the knee open or anything like that. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Let's crack on with the day. We'll get Dale fitting, and I will check in with you guys later and show you the finished article. Right guys, we're back here inside the Actros 5. It's all been fitted up now with all of our kit, which we're going to show you in just a second. Dale's been working hard all day on it. Yeah, we're happy. I'm sure you guys will be pleased to see all of the different stuff that we offer. But anyway, before we get to that, I've just driven this up the road from our HQ, about 200 yards, just to a location where we take the photos. And I have to say, the mirror cam is awesome. It's so uncanny. You get used to it straight away, almost straight away. It's the first time I've actually had a proper drive in one of these. I was skeptical, you know, I love technology, but I was skeptical about how not having a physical mirror there was going to be for just driving. But it's so natural, and the cameras are so clear. In fact, I think it's better because of how Mercedes have got all of the guidance, and it picks up the back of the vehicle, and how they zoom in the cameras and all that sort of stuff. It's a cool piece of kit, it really is. That, along with the new multifunction dashboard, the 2 digital displays showing the driver, or you know, as a driver, what you would want to see about the truck at any time, your infotainment, your climate control, your nav, everything's all on this screen here in front of me. We'll try and overlay a little bit of footage for you to have a look at some point in the video as well. And it's awesome, it's so cool, you know, for a next generation vehicle. If this is the future of it, I think, you know, the future is definitely bright for haulage and vehicles anyway in Europe. Anyway, that's enough of me. Let's take a look in the cab, and then once we've had a look in the cab, we'll take you outside and walk you around the truck. Okay, so here we are at the back of the truck. This is our CabStore locker system. So the idea of this is to make use of the often dormant second bunk. You know, there are guys out there that use both bunks, no problem with that at all. But for those, especially fleet customers as well, where it's usually one guy, one truck, we keep the bottom bunk totally free, huge amount of headroom, you know, we don't compromise on any of that. And then we use the additional space in the top of the roof to install these lockers. They are colour and texture matched to the truck, so they look as though they're supposed to be here from the factory. Very few visible mounting points as well. I'll point out a couple of brackets, but to be honest, other than that, it's quite slick the way it's all installed. Quick to fit as well. Probably have them in about an hour and a half, 2 hours if you've never fitted a set. If there's a bunk there you need to take out, then obviously you need to allow half an hour to take that out as well, but they are quick. One of the key features of CabStore, which we've rolled out across all of the brands, not just for Mercedes, are these sliding doors. They're there more for, you know, aesthetics, but also for, you know, user friendliness as well. It's nice and easy to slide up. It glides beautifully on the tracks in the locker there, and it gives you a huge opening. There's no door to swing out and collide with lights and all sorts of stuff, or out here and, you know, you clonker in the face when you're trying to put your bag in. You slide it up, throw your stuff in, slide it down, done, nice and easy. Average size of storage in one of these is like 350 litres plus. Some of the bigger models are up to 500 litres. You can get so much stuff in them, literally so much stuff, easily like 5 days worth of stuff plus more when you're out on the road. You might notice as well, the centre one here is a little bit bigger. It is bigger. It's bigger for a specific reason, and that is it's designed to take our TruckChef Microwave, which we've done in this one. So if I slide this door up, you'll see there is a microwave, TruckChef as we call it, proper 24 volt microwave. There is an inverter, but it's all built in. You know, there's none of this separate inverter in this locker and then the wires all come through and then there's a household microwave and that sort of thing. It's 800 watts. It is the most powerful pure 24 volt microwave available on the market. It's 20 litres. It's exactly what you're used to having at home. Simple dial control system, no gimmicks, no gadgets. Pop your food in, whack on the power, and away it goes and cooks your food. Will run for half an hour on a full battery, no problem at all. It's got a built-in battery guard. It's not going to drain anything down, so you can't start the truck and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a good bit of kit. We get a lot of good feedback from drivers on it. It's very reliable. Simple rotating plate inside as well, just easy to clean. And yeah, so that's TruckChef. So also inside the cab, there's difficult to show you, but we have installed a power inverter as well, just a small 350 watt power inverter to charge the driver's PDA or laptop or phone or whatever. We've also installed a Berry System 9 base unit. Again, that's just the particular spec that this customer likes. There's a handbrake alarm gone on this vehicle as well. You can't see it, it just does the job. But some things you can see are on the outside of the truck, which is our air kit and the chassis infill. So what we'll do now is we'll climb down, we'll get outside and we'll show you around the outside. So here we are outside. You can see from the vehicle, the first thing that stands out is our IAM air management kit. That's the spoiler on the roof and all the bits down the side of the back of the cab. This one here is set up for container haulage. So we've actually set that air kit at 4.3 meters or just over 4.3 meters, which is the perfect height for container haulage. It's quite a small spoiler on the roof. Well, it looks quite small, but the overall height's quite large. We can do this exact kit with a larger spoiler just to achieve up to 4.6, 4.7 meters in most cases as well, for big double deck, you know, trailers if the operator requires that. Anyway, that's not on this spec, but you can see it there. All color matched. Came out of our molds in the colour of the truck. It's a lovely ultramarine blue. Matches perfectly, fits exquisitely, to be honest. It looks awesome as well. It complements the truck. So yeah, we'll take a wander around to the other side and I will show you the air kit and how it all opens up. Oh, and one other thing, how cool are these new lights from Mercedes? These beautiful DRLs with the LEDs. I've just noticed those and they are freaking awesome. Okay, so round this side of the vehicle, this is the hinge side. Just a simple push in and then nice clear access there up onto the catwalk. Again, so this is the air kit, the upright. Hinge side, we've got the larger ears, which I explained on last week's Thank Truck It's Friday about why we have the larger ears. So if you haven't seen that one, go back on our channel and watch it. This one here has got our manual adjust system, or manual adjust fix actually, what we call it. So you'll see 2 knobs either side, and then there's an aluminium track. That aluminium track is there, so all you do is quick release the knobs, and then there's teeth on the back of there, and it clamps down. So as you let the pressure off the spoiler, it just drops down in 50mm increments, nice and easy. You can do one side at a time if need be. And again, to adjust it back up, you loosen it off, push it up, tighten it back up. It's quite a nice and easy system. It's great for the guys in the workshop. They can quickly climb on the back of the cab, throw a quick ladder up and do it, or throw a gantry over if that's what they have, and adjust it. Again, for this particular customer, it's not necessarily important for them to be adjusting every single time the truck goes out, because it's always on the same sort of contract, but it's great to give them an option as well. Moving down to the air kit into the chassis, we have our chassis infill panel. We've done a fitting guide on this. You've probably seen it all before, to be honest. But this is the standard factory catwalk, nothing wrong with it. This particular customer has requested that we fill in this panel. This is a standard product we have at Kuda. Fits all of the 6x2 Actroses, the Actros 4 and the new Actros 5. All the different cabs, it doesn't matter as long as it's a 6x2 chassis. Fit it in 25 minutes, 30 minutes max, just a few bolts and some clamps onto the chassis rails, and you end up with a super safe working environment for the operator. It's solid, doesn't go anywhere, it's anti-slip, it's got our reverse punch roll on it as well, so if you do fall on, like I said last week, it's nice and smooth, there's no cuts or grazes. Yeah, that's it. Last thing we added was a quick Anderson connector there, again to the customer specification, clamped on the frame, nice and easy for access once the trailer's on. And that, guys, is pretty much it on this. And thanks again for watching Thank Truck It's Friday. We will hopefully be back next week with some more content. If not, the week after. Just keep checking back on our channel. Please like, please subscribe, please follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, everything. We're on everything. Just find us, search for us, like us, follow us. We're always putting content out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.